Okay, everything should be working. Happy Labor Day weekend, everyone. Thank you for tuning in for yet another week of Classic Country A to Z. For tonight's show, kind of like last week's show, this will be all Waylon Jennings hits, and I don't think we'll still quite finish them all. There'll be a few more that'll probably roll into next week. But I'll also do, of course, the original song in the middle and a gospel, more contemporary, in this case, gospel song at the end. So we'll dive right in. First up tonight is a song that was written by Rodney Crowell, and although this song had previously been recorded by Rodney Crowell and Gary Stewart and Emmylou Harris, no one had more success with it than Waylon Jennings did, when his version went all the way to number 1 in 1979. And as a side note, the song is included on the Grand Theft Auto 5 video game soundtrack, for whatever that's worth. And it's played on the in-game radio station called Rebel Radio. Anyway, this song is called Ain't Livin' Long Like This. I looked for trouble and I found it, son, straight down the barrel of a lawman's gun. I try to run, but I don't think I can. You make one move and you're a dead man. Friend, ain't living long like this. Can't live it all like this, can I, baby? He slipped the handcuffs on behind my back and left me reeling on a steel reel rack. They got 'em all in the jailhouse, baby. Ain't living long like this. Can't live it all like this, can I, baby? Grew up in Houston off the Wayside Drive, son of a car hop and some all-night dives. Dad drove a Scott truck to an early death. All I remember was a drunk man's breath. Ain't living long like this. Can't live it all like this, can I, baby? You know the story, how the wheel goes round. Don't let 'em take you to the man downtown. Can't sleep at all in the jailhouse, baby. Ain't living long like this. Can't live it all like this, can I, baby? I live with Angel, she's a roadhouse queen. Makes Texas Ruby look like Sandra Dee. I want to love her, but I don't know how. I'm at the bottom of the jailhouse now. Ain't living long like this. Can't live it all like this, can I, baby? You know the story about the jailhouse rock. Go on and do it, but just don't get caught. They got 'em all in the jailhouse, baby. Ain't living long like this. Can't live it all like this. Can't live it all like this, can I, baby? Can't live it all like this, can I, baby? All right, warm-up song there. So next up, this is kind of an odd song that Waylon did not write, about a music playing dog, I think. Anyway, this song was a number 7 hit for Waylon in 1980. And structurally, this song is kind of unique in that all the vocals are covered with just one chord, and the second and third chords are only used in the interlude between the verses. So this song is called Clyde. Clyde plays electric bass, plays it with finesse and grace. Sit on the porch, ain't got no shoes, picking the bass and singing the blues. Well, misery loves company. This old dog sings harmony. Tambourine tied to his tail. You can hear him moan, you can hear him wail. Yeah. Well, Jody, baby, she got $1. Down the road you can hear her holler. Well, get up, Clyde, we got things to do. That old dog just sings the blues. Well, he don't move and he don't flinch. Clyde, he don't move an inch. Sit on the porch, ain't got no shoes, picking the bass and singing the blues. Whoop, whoop. Well, Clyde plays electric bass, plays it with finesse and grace. Sit on the porch, ain't got no shoes, picking the bass and singing the blues. Okay. That's kind of the odd song for tonight. Hey, Gail. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, 1975, Waylon was the narrator for a movie called Moonrunners. And based on that experience, he was asked shortly afterwards to be the narrator for a new TV show to debut in 1979 called The Dukes of Hazzard. He was also asked to write a theme song for the show, and that song was released as a single a few months after the debut of the TV show, and it became a number 1 hit for Waylon. The original 1980 single was certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America for sales over 1 million copies. And later in 2005, a Dukes of Hazzard movie was made, and the song was certified platinum in 2007 for 1 million ringtone sales. Anyway, the other side note is that in the TV show, the song is played during the opening credits, and it shows Waylon singing and playing the song during these opening credits, but the camera never shows his face, just his hands playing the guitar, which explains the last 3 songs of the song, last 3 lines of the song, which while on the released record were never sung in the show's opening credits. Anyway, this song is called Good Old Boys, which is the theme from the Dukes of Hazzard show. just a good old boys, never meaning no harm. Beats all you ever saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Straightening the curves, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get 'em, but the law never will. Making their way the only way they know how. Well, that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Just a good old boys, never meaning no harm. Beats all you ever saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. They're making their way the only way they know how. Well, that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Yeah, I'm a good old boy. You know my mama loves me, but she don't understand. They keep a showing my hands and not my face on TV. I'm a good old boy. You know my mama loves me, but she don't understand. They keep a showing my hands and not my face on TV. All right, some of you might remember that from Dukes of Hazzard show if you ever watched it. Anyway, this next one is another one of my favorite Waylon songs. The song was actually written by Waylon's wife, Jessie Coulter, in 1981. Waylon and Jessie released their Leather and Lace duet album, which featured this next song as what is arguably considered their best duet. This is a song about passing through the hardships of marriage and knowing that their love for one another will endure. In the years prior to the release of this song, Waylon was pretty much at his worst relative to his drug habits and other problems. So Jessie actually originally recorded this song 6 years earlier on her 1975 solo album entitled I'm Jessie Coulter. And she said she was inspired to write the song after seeing a magazine in a doctor's office in which she noticed a photo of a home completely destroyed by a tornado, with a caption quoting the home's owner saying, "Storms never last." That simple message of hope would help carry her through all the challenges of Waylon's lifestyle over the ensuing years. And this short little love song is called Storms Never Last. Storms never last, do they, baby? And bad times all pass with the winds. Your hand in mine steals the thunder, and you make the sun wanna shine. Oh, I followed you down so many roads, baby. I picked wildflowers and sung you soft, sweet songs. And every road we took, God knows our search was for the truth. And the storms brewing now won't be the last. Storms never last, do they, baby? And bad bad times all pass with the wind. And your hand in mine steals the thunder, and you make the sun wanna shine. No storms never last, do they, baby? And bad times all pass with the winds. And your hand in mine steals the thunder, and you make the sun wanna shine. Darling, you make the sun wanna shine. All right. Linda, thanks for tuning in tonight. Next up is a number 5 hit for Waylon from 1981. The song was the closing theme song in the 1981 movie The Pursuit of D.B. Cooper, and it's one of the songs that Waylon wrote. The song is called Shine. My friends never understood my rough and rowdy ways. Well, they think I'm the only fool my daddy ever raised, but I'm gonna shine. Shine, 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 see me shine. With a little luck and a greenback dollar, you're gonna see me shine. Well, here's to the ones who do believe and disbelieve somehow. I'd give $100, Lord, if they could see me now, see me shine. Shine, 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 see me shine. With a little luck and a greenback dollar, that's gonna make me shine. Well, I don't need fancy ladies wasting up my time. Give me tender loving care, and the one that's mine, make me shine. Shine, 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 make me shine. With a little luck and a greenback dollar, you're gonna see me shine. Well, I like living easy, I like being free. Living free and easy brings out the best in me, makes me shine. Shine, 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 makes me shine. With a little luck and a greenback dollar, you're gonna see me shine. Yeah, with a little luck and a greenback dollar, you're gonna see me shine. Okay. Mary Beth. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mary Beth and friends, for tuning in tonight. I hope you like Waylon. It's an all Waylon night. Okay, next up. This is a song Waylon co-wrote way back in 1963, and he included it as the title track to his 1968 album, but the song never charted at that time. In 1981, he recorded a duet version of the song with Willie Nelson, and that version peaked at number 1 for 2 weeks in early 1982. Back in 1967, during an interview, Waylon said this song was a pretty good example of the influence of his work with Buddy Holly and rockabilly music. And I think if you listen carefully, You can hear the Buddy Holly influence in this song that Waylon wrote. This song is called "Just to Satisfy You." Someone's gonna get hurt before you're through. And someone's gonna pay for the things you do. Well, how many hearts must break? Well, how many will it take to satisfy you? Just to satisfy you. Another love, another fool to play your game. Another love, another fool, they're all the same. Someone's gonna get hurt before you're through. Well, don't be surprised if that someone is you. You're gonna find when it's too late a heart that just won't break to satisfy you. Just to satisfy you. Just to satisfy you. Just to satisfy you. Another love, another fool to play your game. Another love, another fool, they're all the same. Well, someone's gonna get hurt before you're through. And someone's gonna pay for the things you do. Well, how many hearts must break? Well, how many is it gonna take to satisfy you? Just to satisfy you, to satisfy you, just to satisfy you. All right, next up. It's another song that Waylon co-wrote. This song reached number 4 on the charts for him in 1982. This one is called "Women Do Know How to Carry On," in a positive way. Well, women do. Okay, here we go. We'll start that again. Well, women do know how to carry on. Well, there won't be too much crying time alone. Well, they'll be right back, but something is, capo. It's from the last song, not this song. I knew it seemed way too high. Third time's a charm. Well, women do know how to carry on. Well, there won't be too much crying time alone. They'll be right back putting men and makeup on. Women do know how to carry on. When she can't keep love afloat, she will survive. In a soft and sexy way, she's gonna shuck and jive. Wipe the tears and find the things she needs to get along. Women do know how to carry on. Yeah, women do know how to carry on. Never knew a man who could take a fall. They'll land right on their pride and then they waste it all. But even when the best she's ever had is gone, women do know how to carry on. Yeah, women do know how to carry on. Well, there won't be too much crying time alone. Well, they'll be right back putting men and makeup on. Women do know how to carry on. Yeah, they'll be right back putting men and makeup on. Women do know how to carry on. Yeah, women do know how to carry on. For those of you, let me just apologize right now, for those of you who are big Waylon fans, and that song just got kind of butchered trying to get into the opening of that. All right, next up's a song with which the singer Little Richard had a pop hit in 1957. However, Little Richard's version of this song really couldn't be more different than Waylon's. And Waylon's cover of it became his 12th number one hit when he released it in 1983. This song is called Lucille. Lucille, you won't do your daddy's will. Oh, Lucille, you just won't do your daddy's will. Well, there ain't nothing to you, but I love you still. Oh, Lucille, please come back where you belong. Oh, Lucille, please come back where you belong. Well, I've been good to you, baby. Please don't leave me alone. When I woke up this morning, Lucille was not in sight. Asked my friends about her, but oh, their lips were tied. Lucille, you won't do your daddy's will. Well, there ain't nothing to you, but I love you still. When I woke up this morning, Lucille was not in sight. Asked her friends about her, but all their lips were tied. Lucille, please come back where you belong. I've been good to you, baby, but please don't leave me alone. Lucille, baby, satisfy my heart. Oh, Lucille, baby, satisfy my heart. Well, I can't come around, baby, but you gave me such a wonderful start. No, I can't come around, baby, but you gave me such a wonderful start. Whoa. All right. Okay, we've reached the portion of the show where I do one of our original songs that my friend Charlie and I wrote together. This song is about a lost love and wondering what if the love hadn't been lost. This one's called What We Never Had. A picture of us, your hand in mine, our smiles we thought would last a lifetime. The miles between us we thought we could tame, we'd call and we'd write, but it's just not the same. I miss those days, miss the life that we had. I miss your kiss, miss the good and the bad. But most of all I miss what we never had. You said you loved me with all of your heart, and we'd be together till death do us part. But you faded away, I still don't know why, just faded away and never said goodbye. I miss those days, miss the life that we had. I miss your kiss, miss the good and the bad. But most of all I miss what we never had. Where would we be if we'd stayed together? What memories made on our way to forever? You never look back, a wise man once said, but he never lost what he never had. I miss those days, miss the life that we had. I miss your kiss, miss the good and the bad. But most of all I miss what we never had. Yes, most of all I miss what we never had. Okay, back to Waylon. Next up, song came a number 4 hit for Waylon in 1984. This song was written by Bob McDill, who wrote so many of Don Williams' hits. This one's called I May Be Used, but Baby I Ain't Used Up. Well, now, baby, you're a looker, and I know what you're looking for. You've been looking over every man at the door. Well, honey, I know I got a few years on you. But if you're shopping around, let me tell you a thing or two. Well, I look a little rough and I got a few miles on me. My body needs working, my style ain't what it used to be. And honey, I'll admit there's places where I'm wearing thin. but I ain't broke down, I'm just getting broken in. Well, I may be worn, but baby, I ain't wore out. Let me take you for a ride and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I can guarantee there's a lot of me left to love. Well, I may be used, but baby, I ain't used up. Well, I've been wrecked a few times, and honey, it shows, I guess. There's been once or twice when you could say I was repossessed. Well, there's one little thing I think ought to be understood. It ain't how you look, it's what you got under your hood. Well, I may be worn, but baby, I ain't wore out. Let me take you for a ride and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Well, I can guarantee there's a lot of me left to love. Well, I may be used, but baby, I ain't used up. Yeah, I can guarantee there's a lot of me left to love. Well, I may be used, but baby, I ain't used up. Yeah, I may be used, but baby, I ain't used up. All right. Hey, Rose, thanks for tuning in tonight. All right, next up, it's a short little song that Waylon wrote that became a number 6 hit for him in 1984, and this song was also the title track to his album that year, so the song and the album are called Never Could Toe the Mark. I've always loved the ladies love the games. Seems the things they want the most, they always want to change. The only thing that changes is my mind. I never could toe the mark, and I never could walk the line. Some things don't come easy, and others should be free. I'll gladly give my heart to you, but the rest belongs to me. I don't mean to be a waste of time. I never could toe the mark, and I never could walk the line. Well, I like Southern comfort, it does a thing on me. Takes me home to a gentle touch and wants what's left of me. She's got her own space and I got mine. She don't toe the mark and I don't walk the line. Yeah, she's got her own space and I got mine. She don't toe the mark and I don't walk the line. Short song. All right, next up. Another one that Waylon released in 1984, also reached number 6 on the charts that year. This is a somewhat patriotic song, and this is called America. Some have said down through history, if you last, it's a mystery. But I guess they don't know what they're talking about. From the mountains down to the sea, you become such a habit with me. America, America. Well, I come from down round Tennessee, but the people in California are nice to me. America. And it don't matter where I may roam, tell you people that it's home sweet home. America, America. And my brothers are all black and white, yellow too. And the red man is right to expect a little from you. Promise and then follow through, America. And the men who fell on the plains and lived through hardship and pain, America, America. And the men who could not fight in a war that didn't seem right, you let them come home, America. And my brothers are all black and white, yellow too. And the red man is right to expect a little from you. Promise and then follow through, America. Well, I come from down round Tennessee, but the people in California are nice to me, America. And it don't matter where I may roam, tell you people that it's home sweet home, America, America. America, America. Yeah, it's home sweet home, America. America, America. All right, there's our patriotic song. So next up, this was a #2 hit for Waylon in 1985. This song was written by Troy Seals and Max Barnes. This song is called Drinkin' and Dreamin'. How are we doing on time? Oh, lots of time. Rifling through the songs tonight. Well, everybody's looking for some way in. I'm looking for some way out. I've been wasting my time standing in line, if this is what it's all about. And all I got is a job that I don't like and a woman that don't understand. So tonight at the bar I'll get in my car and take off for the promised land. Drinking and dreaming and knowing damn well I can't go. I'll never see Texas, LA or old Mexico. But here at this table I'm able to leave it behind. Drink till I'm dreaming 1,000 miles out of my mind. This suit and this tie is just a disguise. This ain't really me. Some people are born to be tied down. Some people are born to be free. And when I look down the road, she don't know how it gets under my skin. She's got my body, but my heart and soul are out there riding the wind. Drinking and dreaming and knowing damn well I can't go. I'll never see Texas, LA, or old Mexico. But here at this table I'm able to leave it behind and drink till I'm dreaming 1,000 miles out of my mind. Drinking and dreaming and knowing damn well I can't go. I'll never see Texas, LA, or old Mexico. But here at this table I'm able to leave it behind and drink till I'm dreaming 1,000 miles out of my mind. I'll drink till I'm dreaming 1,000 miles out of my mind. Okay, next up, one that Waylon did not write, but that became his next #1 hit when it was released in 1987. This is a story song written by Jim McBride and Stuart Harris. This is called Rose in Paradise. She was a flower for the taking, her beauty cut just like a knife. He was a banker from Macon, he swore he'd love her all his life. He bought her a mansion on the hillside with a formal garden and a lot of land. But paradise became her prison. That Georgia banker was a jealous man. Every time he'd talk about her, you could see the fire in his eyes. He'd say, I would walk through hell on Sunday to keep my rose in paradise. He hired a man to tend the garden and keep an eye on things while he was gone. Some say they ran away together, some say that gardener left alone. Now the banker is an old man, that mansion's tumbling down. He sits all day and stares at the garden, and not a trace of her was ever found. And every time he'd talk about her, you could see the fire in his eyes. He'd say, I would walk through hell on Sunday to keep my rose in paradise. Now there's a rose out in the garden, its beauty cuts just like a knife. They say it even grows in the winter time and blooms in the dead of the night. Every time he'd talk about her, you could see the fire in his eyes. He'd say, I would walk through hell on Sunday to keep my rose in paradise. Okay, now, this is another song. Next one is a song that Waylon co-wrote. Became a number 6 hit for him in 1987. This was the first single that Waylon released from his 1987 album entitled A Man Called Hoss. This song is called Rough and Rowdy Days. You keep barreling on and you don't look back. Your mind is gone and you're losing track of who you want to be. Then you think you're free, you think you're free, you think you're free. Well, you still want more and you've got it all. You're kicking doors and you're climbing walls. You've gone far enough. You need to straighten up, need to straighten up, need to straighten up. Girl, you came along and just in time to show me the way while I was wading through my rough and rowdy days. How can we know what life's about? What's upside down, what's inside out? You know you need some help. You can't help yourself, can't help yourself, can't help yourself. Girl, you came along and just in time to show me the way while I was wading through my rough and rowdy days. Yeah, girl, you came along and just in time to show me the way while I was wading through my rough and rowdy days. All right. Waylon didn't have any more top 10 hits until this next song reached number 5 on the charts 3 years later in 1990. This song became Waylon's last top 10 hit of his career, and this song is called Wrong. It was a picture-perfect wedding. We had the whole world at our feet. Everyone thought we were heading down some lover's easy street. We'd have a house out in the country, picket fence, the whole 9 yards. They said our love would last forever. It was written in the stars. Wrong. I should have known it all along. When the future looks too bright, can't be anything but right. Wrong. I was all but devastated when she told me we were through. But in a while the heartache faded, and I found somebody new. I swore that this time would be different. I had it all figured out. I wouldn't make the same mistakes. I knew what love was all about. Wrong. I should have known it all along. When the future looks too bright, can't be anything but right. Wrong. And everything was going strong. The sky was always blue. I thought my dreams had all come true. Wrong. Wrong. Okay. Now we have a song that was written by 4 songwriters, Hank Williams Jr., including Hank Williams Jr. and Tanya Tucker. And it was recorded by Waylon Jennings, Hank Williams Jr., and Ernest Tubb. In the recording, which rose to number 6 on the charts in 1983, Ernest Tubb sings the first verse about Hank Jr., Hank Jr. sings the second verse about Waylon, and Waylon sings the third verse about Hank Sr. Anyway, this song is called Why Don't You Leave Them Boys Alone? Now they say Hank Jr. has strayed away from all them songs that put his daddy in an early grave. But his daddy would be proud if he could see Bocephus now. Why don't you leave that boy alone and let him sing his song? Well, old Waylon has been known to play half-tide, and he's been known to get out of his mind. Don't know whether he's right or wrong. He's got a string of hits about 2 miles long. Why don't you leave that boy alone and let him sing his song? Why don't you leave them boys alone and let them sing their songs? 'Cause you know they're gonna do whatever they want. Well, if you don't like the way they sing, well, who's gonna cast the first stone? Why don't you leave them boys alone and let them sing their songs? Well, Hank Williams was the king of country soul. My dad took me to see him in Lubbock, but he didn't show. Now the people got mad and they all went home. The first thing they did was put his records on. I guess we should have left him alone, let him sing his songs. Why don't you leave them boys alone and let them sing their songs? 'Cause you know they're gonna do whatever they want. Well, if you don't like the way they sing, well, who's gonna cast the first stone? Why don't you leave them boys alone and let them sing their song? Why don't you leave them boys alone and let them sing their song? All right, so we will have for next week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, holy smokes, 6, 7, 8, 9 songs. Well over half of next week's show will be Waylon still. But then we'll be done with Waylon. Okay, our gospel for tonight was written by David Foster, Carol Bayer Sager, Alberto Testa, and Tony Renas. Anyway, this is a more contemporary hymn. This is called The Prayer. I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to the place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. I pray we find your light and hold it in our hearts. When stars go out at night, remind us where you are. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to the place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. A world where pain and sorrow will be ended, and every heart that's broken will be mended, and we'll remember we are all God's children, reaching out to touch Him, reaching to the sky. We ask that life be kind and watch us from above. We hope each soul will find another soul to love. Let this be our prayer, just like every child needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. All right, which takes us to our benediction to send you on your way and wish you a good week until we meet again. May the good Lord bless and keep you, whether near or far away. May you find that long-awaited golden day today. May your troubles all be small ones, and your fortune 10 times 10. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May you walk with sunlight shining and a bluebird in every tree. May there be a silver lining back of every cloud you see. Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrows, never mind what might have been. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May you walk with sunlight shining and a bluebird in every tree. May there be a silver lining back of every cloud you see. Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrows, never mind what might have been. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. All right. Everyone have a great week. Have a great Labor Day tomorrow. And stay safe. And we will see you hopefully back here next Sunday, 7 o'clock, where we will, more than half the show will be Waylon, obviously. And then I think we get into Webb Pierce. And there'll be probably more than, we won't finish Webb Pierce next week either. So Webb will start off the following week. So anyway, have a great week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching, for those who are watching later. And as always, feel free to share the video with anyone you think might enjoy this music. Good night, everybody. Thanks again.